Hi friends, welcome to IAS in College Connect. In these videos, we are going to discuss about what is this keyword. In previous videos, we discussed about what is a constructor and what is a default constructor, what is a parameterized constructor, what is a constructor with arguments. In these videos, we are going to discuss about what is this keyword. So this keyword is used to refer the current object. It can be categorized into three types. One is this dot variable name, another one is this open parenthesis, close parenthesis, another one is by using this dot method name. So let's see what is this dot variable name. So here we are going to use this dot variable name to showcase the distinction between the instance variable and parameterized constructor variable when it is having the same name. So we are going to see in details in the implementation part. So the next one is this open parenthesis, close parenthesis. It is used to call the constructor. It is used to call the constructor, and one main condition is so this open parenthesis, close parenthesis should be the first statement in block, one particular block of code. Another one is this dot method name. It is used to call the method which is present on the same class. Instead of calling by using a method name, we are going to call by using this dot method name. Instead of calling by using the object name, we are going to call the method by using this dot method name within the class itself. Okay, so we are going to see the first one is what is this dot variable name in details. For that, we are going to move to the implementation part. Here, I'm going to create the another package that is com dot this keyword. This keyword. The first one example we are going to discuss is this dot variable name. Okay, so for that I'm going to create a class which is called as this variable. Here, what I'm going to do, I'm just going to create a variable name which is called as a register number, register number. Another one is variable name is student name. Here, I'm going to create a constructor which is parameterized constructor. This dot variable name, here I'm just going to declare two variables as argument to this constructor. One is register number, another one is going to be what? String student name. Here I'm just going to assign whatever the values I'm going to get it through this parameterized constructor. I'm just going to assign those value to this instance variable. Right. Done. Okay. So now you see we are going to print the values. Void print data. So under this sys out. Okay. So here I'm going to print the register number. I'm going to create. I'm just going to create another sys out and then print the name. Student name. So now you see, I'm just going to create a main method. Under this main method, I'm just going to create an object. TV equal to new TV. Here I'm going to pass the value as 666 and then name is so Vinod Kumar Selvarsan. So now what I'm going to do, I'm just going to pass the values to this parameterized constructor and I'm going to print it. So what's the object name? Object name is TV dot print data. So now you see, I'm just going to run this program. As of now, we are not using this keyword in this program. Let's see what will be going to happen when we are having the same name as an instance variable and then both the parameters name is same. What will be going to happen? Let's see. Even though we are going to pass an argument to this constructor, the values is not going to be taken. Why? Because so we are going to pass a 666 to the register number and Vinod Kumar Silverson to the student's name. Okay, so here we are going to assign the register number to the register number and the student's name to the student's name. The compiler will be going to get confusion. Why? Because both the name is same. Both the name is same. To avoid this confusion, we need to tell to the compiler, so which class, which variable is belongs to the instance variable, which one is going to be parameterized variable. So here you see this variable is belongs to the class. So I'm just going to make the differences. So I'm just going to put this keyword. What is this keyword is used to? This keyword is used to refer the current object. Now you see after I am putting this keyword in front of this variable, now you see the color is get changed to the same color of what the class variable color is. So same as here you see student's name is same. So here it is considered both of them as a parameterized variable name. Okay, so to showcase the difference between parameterized variable and to the instance variable, I'm going to put this keyword in front of the student's name. Now you see you will be find this color will be going to be changed for the student's name. Here you see the same instance variable color is assigned to this particular variable. So what the compiler will avoid this confusion. Okay, so that it is considered this is going to be a parameterized constructor variable and this is going to be instance variable. That is this keyword is referred to the current object. That is object is referred to the copy of the class. So this variable is belongs to the class variable. Now the compiler will get avoid the confusion. Now I'm going to rerun this program. Now you see we got these values. Okay, so now I hope you understand this. In case if you want, I'll just going to explain this on this whiteboard, complete program execution flow. So now the execution is going to be start from the main method. Okay, so here you see TVS object is going to be get created. This TV is going to be a copy of class. What this particular class is having is having two variables. One is register number, another one is going to be what? Student's name. Register number, another one is what? Student name. Student name. So now we are going to call the constructor. Now we are going to call the constructor. It is going to check is that any constructor will look like the same signature. That is the constructor which having the two argument. The first one argument is going to be what? Integer. The second argument is what? The string. So is that any constructor will look like the same signature? Yes, we are having on here. So it's going to be called this particular constructor and 666 is going to be assigned to this register number and Vinod Kumar Silverson assigned to the student's name. Now we are going to assign this value from this parameter constructor value from here to here. So this value will be assigned to here, this variable, and this variable will be assigned to this particular register number. So here you see in front of this particular variable, we are going to put this keyword. It's indirectly proportional to this class variable, that is register number. This one is what? This one is what? Parameterized constructor. Parameterized. Okay, so this one, it is referring this one. This one is referring this one and this one is referring this one. Okay, same as here you see student's name is going to be Vinod Kumar Silverson. So here this value, this variable is going to be refer this one and this variable is going to be refer the student's name. Why? Because in front of this we are going to put this keyword. This keyword is going to be refer the current object. So now you see the register number value will be what? 666 and the name is going to be what? Student's name is going to be what? Vinod Kumar Silverson. Okay, so now we are going to call tv.print data. So we are going to call the print data method. Okay, so under this print data method, the statement we return is register number is the output we are going to get its register number. Register number is what the values we are having on the register number. It is 666, right? Okay, so it's going to assign to this, and then we are giving something on the double quotes name, and then variable the values which is present on the variable. Student name is Vinod Kumar Silverson. Vinod Kumar Silverson. We are going to get this output. So let's check the output, what we are getting on here. Here you see, yes, we are getting the same output. So hope you understand what is this variable. Now we are going to see the another one, another type of this constructor, this keyword, which is going to be what? This dot open parenthesis, close parenthesis. So here I'm going to create the another class that is this uh, constructor. I'm just going to create class name, which is going to be what? This constructor. Here, the same thing I'm just going to create is the register number, and then string name. Okay, so now I'm going to create two constructor. One is the empty constructor, another one is constructor with argument. Okay, so to show the difference between this keyword. Okay, so here I'm going to register number is equal to 666, and then name is going to be what? Same Vinod. Okay, done. Okay, so now you see I'm just going to create another constructor, that is a constructor with argument. Here I'm just going to create the variable name, which is same as a class variable name, comma string name. Right. Okay, so here I'm just going to use the same name, parameter name, as well as the instance variable name, which is going to be same. So here I'm going to put this keyword in front of this to show the difference between parameter constructor and to the class variable. Okay, so here you see this is refers to the class variable, and this is going to be refers to register number is referred to the class variable. Now I'm just going to call void print data. Void print data. So here I'm just going to print the values. This is out register number is, so register number is plus register number, and then sys out name is plus name. Right. Okay, so here what I'm going to do, so I'm just going to call this constructor by using this keyword, this open parenthesis, close parenthesis. Okay, so in the example I explained, right? Okay, so this is going to be called the constructor. Okay, so it is used to call the constructor. It is used to call the constructor. So we are going to see this example now. Okay, so and you must keep one thing on your mind. This open parenthesis, close parenthesis should be the first statement in the block. Okay, now you see, as of now, we are not using this keyword. I'm just going to create a main method. Under this main method, what I'm going to do, I'm just going to call this parameterized constructor, this keyword. Okay, so tc equal to new tc. Okay, so here I'm just going to call this particular constructor. Okay, so here I'm going to pass the values 777, and then name I'm just going to pass this as Ashok. Okay, so here when you are going to get a call to this particular constructor, the first statement I'm going to call is, I'm just going to call the empty constructor, this constructor. Hope you're going to call the empty constructor. So we are going to call the empty constructor like this. So we are going to print the values now. Okay, so here you see I'm just going to call the print data method. Okay, so in the next type of this construct, next type of this keyword is this dot method name. What this dot method name is used to call, it is going to call the method in the current class. Okay, the syntax for calling the method name is this dot method name. I'm just going to implement these examples over here. Okay, so now I'm going to write this dot. So method name is going to be what? Print data. Okay, so now after that, assigning all this thing, I'm just going to call this dot print data on here itself. So now you see, so we are not going to call the print data by using the object name. By using this keyword itself, we are going to call the print data. You may get a little bit confusion on this flow. I'm just going to explain this complete flow on the whiteboard. Please listen. So just I'm copying this code and pasting over here. Okay. So now you see, we are going to see the execution flow of this particular code. You may get the clear understanding of this keyword. Okay. So as I already told that this keyword is referred to the current object. Now you see the execution is going to be start from the main method. So TC is the object is going to be get created. This TC is going to be hold the copy of what the class is having. Its class is having register number as well as the name. So register number and then name is having. Okay, so now it is going to call the constructor which having the two argument. It's going to check the signature of any constructor which is having the first argument as a int and then second argument as a string. So is that any constructor will look like this? Yes, we are having on here. So here you see we are having the constructor which the first argument is int, the second argument is string. So the register number is going to be what? 777 and the name is going to be what? Ashok. Right. Okay. So from here, what the first statement we are going to call is this open parenthesis, close parenthesis. So here, this open parenthesis, close parenthesis is indirectly proportional to the constructor which is doesn't have any argument. Here we are not passing any argument, right? It is indirectly proportional to like this. The code we are written like this. So it is going to check is that any empty constructor which will look like this or not. Here you see is that any constructor will look like this, that is constructor which doesn't have any argument. Yes, we are having over here. So what this so that it is going to call this constructor. The statement we are written is register number is 666 and the name is what? Vinod. Name is what? Vinod. So now, after finishing this closing parenthesis, the control will be back to here. So from here, the next statement we are going to call is this dot print data. So it is going to be find where the print data is. So it is calling from the current object. Which object? TZ. So it's going to call the print data method. Under this print data method, the statement we are given on the double quotes is going to be print as it is. That is register number is. So what the values we are having on the register number is 666. And then the next statement we are having is name is. Name is. The values we are having on the name is Vinod. Now you see after finishing the closing parenthesis, the control will be back to where the call is get initiated. So it's done. Okay, so as of now we executed up to this. And the next line here you see this dot register number. This is referred to the current object. So that is it is referring to this particular variable. From this particular variable, we are going to assign the parameterized variable register number and name to the class variable register and name. So that what will be going to happen? So it is going to assign the values which we are having the register number from the parameterized constructor to the this variable register number. Okay, so now you see what the values we are having the parameterized constructor variable register number. It is 777 that is assigned to the register number. Okay, so here the register number what it is going to do, just I'll erase all those things. Okay, so now you see, now we are assigning this register number to this variable, this dot register number. As I already told that this is referred to the current object. Okay, so object is nothing but copy of class. The class variable, it is referring the register number, this variable. Okay, so here we are going to assign 777 to register number. So that we are having already 666, right? Okay, so that value will be going to be get erased. And then we are going to assign 666 into it. Right. Okay. The same thing, we are going to have the name as Ashok, right? We are passing Ashok to this particular variable constructor. That value will be assigned to this variable. And then here, this name is referred to the class variable name, right? Okay. So it's going to assign this name Ashok to this name equal to this dot name. Okay. So it is referring the class variable name. So already we having the name as we know. Now it is going to be what? Ashok. It's going to be get overrated. And because it is under the one object, we are going to call all those things. Okay. So this dot name is what? Ashok. So now we are going to call this dot print data. So now we are going to call the this dot print data is going to call the print data method. So under this print data method, we are going to call the register number is what value we are having for the register number? It is 777. It is 777. And we are having this name, right? Okay, so name is okay. So we are having the name as which is Ashok, right? Right, Ashok. So now you see the print data method is called, it finishes its task. Okay, so that it is back to here. So now you see we are get called to this particular constructor from here only. Okay, so now you see we reaches the closing bracket, so that the program is going to be get terminated. We are going to get the output like this. Okay, so now you see we are going to check the output. Uh, Here you see, we'll check the output now. Now I'm going to run it. Now you see, we are getting the output register number is 666, name is Vinod, and register number is 777, and then name is Ashok. Okay, so in this program, I explain all this keyword types, that is this open parenthesis, which is used to call the constructor, this dot print data, so which is used to call the method, which is in the same class, and then this dot variable name, which is used to show the difference between the parameterized constructor and then class variable. Hope you understand what is this keyword in details. So if you like these videos, please share these videos with your friends. Please don't forget to click the bell button and subscribe button. Thank you.